think this is the most pleasant camping place we have had. Fine pine timbers. Found the grave of Nancy Allen today. Some poor immigrant woman on her way to California. Gorham Gates Gimbel, June 23, 1865.
Moving before daylight, the morning very cold, ice in the washpan, the road rough and tiresome. I was glad to see Honey Lake Valley in the distance. It's a beautiful place. Martha Missouri Moore, October 1st, 1860.
Well, William Nobles was one of the first people who basically helped open up the West. He established probably the easiest route into California during the gold rush days. So he's probably most remembered for that. He didn't spend a lot of time in California, but he left a very important trail behind him.
Our people have been here over 10,000 years. My grandmother told me that we've always been here, and this is where Creator put us. Mainly in the Nobles Trail area, the indigenous people that were there were the Wada and the Kamu, which are bands of the Northern Paiute tribe.
The Nobles Trail matters because it's an important reminder of an era in U.S. history where there was a massive migration of people that impacted not only the immigrants that came across the trail, their lives were forever shaped by their journey, and it also impacted the indigenous communities.
I've worked with the Bureau of Land Management on some of the trail signs and some of the brochures that they have brought to us to take to our cultural committee. And I think that it's an accurate way of telling everyone who goes on those trails what happened and why they're important. Some of those trails are Native American trails before they were like the Nobles Trail.
We meet quarterly with the Susanville Indian Rancheria, and when there are projects that may impact the Nobles Trail, we talk about those projects. So when we're working on interpretive brochures or panels, we always consult with our local tribes to see what is their perspective on how the trail and its history impacted the region.
We use the diaries that were left by the immigrants originally. So when we're marking the trail today, we usually install our markers at sites that were mentioned in the diaries, and usually they're fairly significant sites.
So people go out on the trail and they will follow the trail's west markers and use the guidebook to get to major stopping points along the trail where important buildings or campsites are located. And then also we have users along the trail who will come out and do wagon reenactments. So they will actually ride their wagons around on the trail and really get the feeling of what it was like to be on a wagon train in the 1800s.
When you go out on the land and you're walking with the sagebrush, you're walking with the bitterbrush, you look down and you can see there's wildlife everywhere. There are places where the sage grouse go. And if you're lucky enough, you can see them dancing in the distance. It's quiet. You can find yourself there.